Welcome, friends, fam, and fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It's Galadon. It's Gold Pass Clash. Today's episode, I didn't know whether to title it The Worst Sight in Clash of Clans or Gone in Under 60 Seconds. Both are going to happen in today's video, along with a ton of upgrades. We are finally making some progress into Town Hall 12, and it feels like we're not that far behind the No Cash Clash accounts. It does seem that this is going to be the Town Hall 12, where we catch No Cash Clash and possibly push ahead thanks to only $4.99 a month, or roughly the equivalent in your local currency. That's right, the Gold Pass. And what better time to talk about using code Galadon, because you can use it in any country, in any Supercell game before you make any purchase, simply by typing in my name under creator code. And yes, thank you guys so much that are continuing to do that. You guys are really helping out the channel a lot, and I really appreciate you putting up with the annoying, sometimes, shout-outs for using code Galadon. Okay, but here we go. So what have we got going? We used a rune, or a couple of runes, actually. So we're going to get that Barbarian. Wait a minute. Archer Queen. That's right. I feel like the Archer Queen, she might as well do what No Cash Clash did, and that is go to level 65. We'll use the Barbarian King as the Dark Elixir sink, meaning that'll be the hero that takes longer to get to maxed, and then those times when we end up overflowing in Dark Elixir like we so often do, we'll use the old BK upgrade to prevent that from feeling like we're just wasting Dark Elixir. Now, of course, Super Troops have, in the meantime, made it a little bit easier to spend that Dark Elixir when you're getting it so fast, but the problem is, it's a double-edged sword. So yes, we spend a lot of Dark in order to boost those sneaky goblins and super wall breakers, but they are so gosh darn effective at getting in and getting all of the loot that we raid that much more quickly, and we end up with the same problem that we began with. So it's kind of interesting if you think about the idea that the whole point of Super Troops was another loot sink, and we're getting more loot because of it. But wait, that does not mean that I'm calling for a nerf to sneaky goblins. Absolutely not. I think that they are great the way they are, and I always say they should stay if they want players to stay. You know, I mean, if you want to make it a little bit easier for players to catch up to the higher level town halls, let's go make farming easy. And why not, as long as we're talking about this, ask for them to reduce some of these ridiculous upgrade times at Town Hall 12. There's no reason that it should be 2 weeks for some of these maxed out defenses for simply Town Hall 12. Save that for Town Hall 14. We'll get there, I promise. Okay, so big loot right there, as you can see, but this is pretty much standard practice. Now here, this is where I need to ask you, which is the worst sight to see? When you're raiding and you didn't bring much of an army and you find a huge base, or you're raiding and your loot is full and you find another huge base. I know that we had the former instance happen in a recent episode. Now here we are with the latter instance. That's right, we need, well, I have full gold. I needed a tiny bit of elixir. We were just out there for Dark Elixir and maybe star bonus. And yeah, so we find one of the biggest raids we've ever seen. It definitely felt bad, and in fact, rather than take all of this guy's loot, I went ahead and just grabbed the Dark Elixir and said, forget it, let him keep it, let somebody else grab it. Hopefully another excited farmer will stumble across this over 2 million loot base. We'll take the Dark Elixir and move on to our upgrades. Hidden Tesla just finished. We've got a lot of walls to do and a lot of just general upgrading that's happening. We're still working on trying to catch up. Obviously, No Cash Clash has really had more current episodes, so I'm trying to get Gold Pass Clash episodes going as well. But check out this next raid, and yes, gone in under 60 seconds. Over 2.3 million in loot, and we're going to take it all in about 56 seconds. That's right. So the Sneaky Goblin raids can be fast as well as efficient. We rolled in with the King and the Siege Barracks right away, deploying everybody around the outside. This was sort of a collector raid, but at the same time, as long as you've got a full army, you might as well roll in and take out the Town Hall, especially when players are still, for some reason, setting up these lopsided Town Hall bases that just take a minimal amount of effort to get to. Then on the other side, all of the storages are on the outside. I really appreciate this gift. And yes, Oh Baby is the name of the clan. Oh Baby was my reaction to seeing this much loot just sitting around. And sure enough, just about 56 seconds later, or even sooner, I think that was actually under 50 seconds. We're done. We walked away with a 3-star of the loot and perhaps one of the fastest rates in the history of Clash of Clans. Okay, spring traps because we were doing little bitty upgrades because we had 3 builders come free earlier, and then we had too much stuff going on, so we decided to go ahead and pop the book on the bowlers so that we could drop in some more upgrades. We're going to do actually 2 more upgrades and try to catch the lab up a little bit, saving another week right here with the Book of Spells, and then going back over to the spells. Galadon, go ahead. Can you scroll over to the spells? There you go. And we're going to do the clone spell next because it was only 2.4. It's to the left, a little bit further. Come on, there you go. All right, 2.4 million elixir to get the clone spells going. They are really low level, but I don't anticipate using them anytime soon. Lots of resources still to be spent, and for some reason I was in a bit of a hurry. I ran over and upgraded the Barbarian King because, like I said, he's a good Dark Elixir sink. And yeah, we sat there with full gold and tied all of our builders up. So this was a big mistake, something that is going to prevent us from raiding for, well, over 2 days without grabbing gold. So we decided rather than let that happen, let's go ahead and spend the book. We have a book of building, so we're going to pop it on the expo that had over 10 days left to upgrade. So that's a big relief right there. Now we have a free builder, and as long as that builder is free, let's make good use of him. Let's go ahead and do a bunch of walls, and I believe we've got a rune of gold as well. So we'll use a rune of just about everything in today's episode. Lots and lots of runes for the Gold Pass player. And there's the gold. And then, yeah, we had to get in and raid just a little bit more because remember, make the best use possible out of runes. And that is try to get your storages down to as close to 0 as possible. So we've got a wall that we're going to upgrade right here for 3.2. Then that leaves us with almost no gold in the box. We can pop on over, hit the rune of gold, get max value out of it. That's almost like a free wall right there, right? And let's see, what are we going to do now? Oh yes, the last expo, go into level 6 for Town Hall 12. So again, so many defenses are catching up right here. Also, again, going to make sure that we use the maximum amount of gold because we will get it back. And as long as we can do a couple of walls for elixir, do that as well. Then, and only then, can we finally do the expo. And this definitely makes more sense. Now check it out. We've got almost empty everything, which means it is a perfect time to head on over and check our progress with the status report for Gold Pass Clash. The trophies have maintained that same level for several episodes now. I know it's not super exciting to watch. Remember also the Gold Pass is generally easy to grab the points, so I haven't kept as close track of it. Let's just say we're easily completing the entire thing every season. The gems are on the rise, which feels good. Time to spend some on a book of some sort, and the heroes also. All 3 of them are currently being upgraded. My next goal is to speak more slowly at the end of episodes. That means we made it all the way to the end of this episode, Galafam. Thank you guys so much for sticking around all the way to the very end. You are the true hashtag Galafam. That is why I love, think about, and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there and make the best of the rest of your day. Be kind to the people. And I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks. You see, it was more slowly.
Galadon! Galadon! Eminem called. He says he's surrendered.